How's it going, guys? Cody back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, the reason I'm in a shirt and tie isn't for any particular reason other than I'm back at the University of Salford next Wednesday, so a week tomorrow. So I'm just making sure everything fits. I've needed to remember to do a vlog. I've got a few to do actually, but there's one particular vlog. Now, last night you may have seen that I said I want to interview former prisoners for my channel, former prisoners, prisoners' families, former prison officers, people that have worked in and around the criminal justice system. Several people have contacted me. There's certain people saying, look, I've emailed you, but you've not got back to me. I'm not being rude. You've got to think I've got nearly 9,600 subscribers, and the amount of people that message me on Facebook or direct message me on Instagram or Twitter or call me or ring me or like WhatsApp me or text me. There's a lot of people, so I'm sorry if I don't get back to you straight away. I'm not being rude. It's on the to-do list. Anyway, these former prisoners and stuff have reached out to me and said, look, I'd love to be interviewed for your channel. And like I say, guys, you see me talk and stuff like that, and it's getting a bit boring, a bit repetitive. I want to refresh it. I want to change it up a bit. So this particular prisoner that's reached out to me, very interesting. He's from Devon. He's called Wayne. I'm not going to give you his full name. He had an horrific childhood, which we're going to go into tomorrow. He was a violent individual, very violent, extreme violence. Suffered, battled with severe mental health issues, and actually ended up in Broadmoor. He was 3 months away from being released from Dartmoor prison, HMP Dartmoor, and they've come to him and they've said, right, like, pack your stuff, you're being moved, you're getting shipped. So he's like, all right, well, I've only got 3 months left, like, cuss you, do you know what I mean? Gets in the, like, he's used to the sweatbox, but it was like a transit van and stuff like that. Got moved to this facility. Where was it, guys? Broadmoor. 5 years in Broadmoor. Wayne spent 5 years in Broadmoor. You had like a serial killer called the Black Panther in there. You had the Yorkshire Ripper who worked in his workshop, Peter Sutcliffe. There was like rapist DJ, like a famous rapist DJ, sorry, like who became a rapist. So he was housed with a lot of different people and stuff, and he was telling me stories from inside Broadmoor earlier. Absolutely fascinating, lovely, lovely guy. Really can't stress enough just how nice Wayne is. Lovely, lovely guy. And he's met a fantastic woman. He's engaged to be married, and he's in a really good place. He's got a flat, and he's doing it the right way, and he's loved up and stuff. And this woman, I said to him earlier, I said, if it wasn't for her, where would you be? And he said, I'd be in prison. Like I say, very violent individual. Despises, because of what he went through when he was a kid, he despises obviously sex offenders and rapists and paedophiles, like we all do. But when you've been affected by that, that's going to affect you more, and you're going to have more of a distaste for him. Very interesting guy. Really, really interesting. Anyway, moving on from that, he's asked what I said, you know what, I'm going to put it out there to my subscribers and see what questions they want to ask to Wayne. So he was a Samaritan's listener in prison, which is like a counselling service and stuff. There's a tragic story that'll come out tomorrow about someone that he was mentoring whilst he was in prison and trying to keep the head on the shoulders. A sad and tragic case there. I'll go into that more tomorrow with Wayne. Have you got any questions you'd like to ask him about prison, about drugs in prison, about the battle of mental health, about medication, about when he was a listener and the things that he had, some of the horrendous things that he used to have to listen to when he used to counsel these young men that were in prison, these YPs, young prisoners and something, YOs. Is there any questions about Broadmoor? Broadmoor is a very secretive establishment. The 3 most high secure psychiatric units in the country are Rampton, Broadmoor, which is probably the most well known, and Ashworth, which is down in Maghull near Liverpool. So have you got any questions? 5 years in Broadmoor is a hell of a long time. Remember, when he landed at Broadmoor, he was like, well, I've only got 3 months left. And he was like, no, you haven't. You've been sectioned. You're here indefinitely. And if he would have been kept in prison, he would have been released after 3 months, and then obviously he would have been on licence. But they sectioned him and put him in. There was an incident at Dartmoor. And that's when he was like, right, we're sectioning him. And they sectioned him and sent him to Broadmoor. And fascinating place, fascinating story, lovely guy. Thinking about writing a book on his life experiences as well. I just want to know from you guys, have you got any questions that you would like to ask? I'm going to interview him tomorrow. I'm going to record just on the phone, record the conversation, put it into a vlog format. Hopefully that works, and then I'll upload it and you guys can tune in and listen to it. Let me know what you think, guys. Questions in the comment section below. Ask your questions to Wayne. Please get them in as soon as you're possible. Really going to be interesting interview this. I'm also looking to interview other former prisoners, prison officers, prisoners' families, prisoners' girlfriends, prisoners' wives. I've already got a few in mind that I speak to anyway, so I wanted to expand on that and try and, like I say, make it relevant, and the realness and the rawness of the channel is going to come to light through other people's experiences. I'm not the best interviewer in the world, guys. I'm just going to ask questions, and like, not even ask questions, more of a conversation where these people, these real stories from these real people that have not had the best starts in lives and that are struggling, supporting their loved one in prison, and like they might have suffered with mental health issues or self-harm or suicide attempts or shocking abuse in childhood or something, and then went on to perpetuate violence to others. There's a lot at play, but the Broadmoor specifically I find very interesting. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think about the video. Comments in the comment section below if you want to ask Wayne a question. I'm going to do it tomorrow. On that note, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.